So today we are going to be talking about investing, but not in the stock market and not in real estate. So I've been investing for quite some time now in a little bit into the market and saving up for some more rental property. But something that I wanted to start investing a little bit more into is art. And I know it might be an interesting concept because most people don't have the money to invest in art, but luckily there is a company out there that actually has the ability to let people invest in art. Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Dennis, and if you're new here, we love to talk about apps and services that help you build your wealth. So today we're going to be talking about Masterworks again, which I've talked about them previously, where I actually shared with you guys how Masterwork actually works to be able to invest in art. But today I'm actually going to go look into actually investing my personal money into some of the art that they have available for them. So I kind of want to take you guys on this journey with me because this is new and interesting. I haven't really done this before, especially with art. Very, novice in this idea of putting that money in there. But again, I wanted to share this journey with you in case maybe you guys are interested or just want to see from somebody else's perspective. So hopefully you guys get some value out of this. Of course, always let me know if you have any questions in the comments. And if you're curious a little bit more about Masterworks themselves, I'll link up my original video where I kind of broke down how they all worked, or I'll link it up at the end of this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually kind of show you on the computer screen here because I'm on the web browser. If you're interested in signing up, I'll have a link down below. It does help support the channel so I can continue making free content like this. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and jump onto this computer screen here and check it out. So you can see here at the very top, I have an order pending. So I haven't finalized it yet because I kind of want to do that with you guys here on screen. But if we scroll down here to Masterworks, you are going to see here that they have two offerings currently. So unlike, traditional investing, you can invest in pretty much almost anything that's available. There are some limited options out there for you to be able to invest in. So right now they have, oh, this is my dog. Hey, Daisy. She likes to hang out with me when I'm recording. So they currently have two different art pieces currently available. Both of them are what they consider A score artist, which is really cool. They have Gene, and then they have Cloud Monty, which, by the way, if I mispronounce these names, forgive me because I'm pretty terrible at that kind of stuff. So anyways, so these are two art pieces right now. The one I was actually interested in the most was the Monty art piece. And so that's currently what I have pending, and you guys will see me kind of go through that process of finishing everything up. But they are limited in the amount of offerings that they do give, so it's pretty interesting. Like I mentioned, it's not like a traditional investing where you can almost feel like you can invest as much as you can. These are some of the past offerings that they've had but are now currently closed. A lot of these names I personally don't really know. But you can see here, like Andy Warhol is the only one I truly know. But that one's closed, so you can't even invest in it even if you wanted to because they are unfortunately closed off. You can actually buy the piece if you wanted to at that point, which would be pretty cool, but I don't have $1.996 million. It'd be a different story if I did. But anyways, so if we go back here to the top, I'm just excited to be able to diversify my money even more because we talk about diversification when it comes to investing in the stock market, making sure we're in different sectors and whatnot to kind of help ease any losses that we might be gaining or might be taking in the process. But investing in art, I think, is going to be a unique adventure for me personally with, putting my money somewhere to work for me. I'm only going to start off with a small amount, but of course I'm going to grow that hopefully over time as I learn more about it because I think it's best to just kind of put your feet into the water there and start testing things out. I'm not going to put a ton of money in there because, again, I don't know a lot. But as I go through the process of understanding more about this art, hopefully I can go through the process and invest more. And here's a really cool thing about the Masterworks website as well. You can go into these paintings and kind of go into the detailed information about them as well. They have these cool little kind of like video about the actual art piece and then all the actual details for that art, which this is going to be the one that I'm going to be investing in today, which is the Coupe de Vent. Hopefully I said that right. So, like I said, I normally get that kind of stuff wrong. So this was in 1881. That is super, super cool. So right now it's appraising for about 8.5 million. And their initial offering was actually 6.8. So that's actually pretty good. If they were able to sell it for 8.5 right away, they've actually made a healthy profit right there just at the very beginning. So they essentially bought it with some margin there and some equity essentially. So it'll be interesting. Again, I'm going to keep on learning more about this stuff. But I was actually kind of excited to get into into this piece because I wanted something a little bit more steady. They do have some artists sometimes that are going to be a little bit higher in returns, but of course that's also higher risk typically. So all the better for me to be in what they call, I guess, the blue chip stocks, kind of like blue chips in the market. Places or companies such as like Walmart and Target, those are like blue chips. That's kind of what this art piece is all about. So with that being said, let's go ahead and complete this investment here. So I'm gonna go in here and hit it complete. So right now I'm gonna be buying about 10 shares into this. It is just gonna be for myself. I'm not gonna be for a business or a trust, which you can apparently do as well, which is really cool. And then what we're gonna do is hit continue here. Hello, puppy. Hi. I'll put you on my lap. Okay. So right over here, I have the option to do it with a bank account. I can add a credit card. Of course, there's some additional fees. I could do a wire transfer, or I can transfer from an IRA, which is pretty cool. I actually did not know that you can do it from the IRA right now, but it does show that it's approved partners on there. So definitely kind of go carefully with that. So really quick before we continue on, if you are getting some value out of this video so far, make sure you hit that like button down below. It helps out the channel to continue to grow. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop back on to the rest of the content. So what we're gonna do is gonna go ahead and go with the linked up bank account because I already set that up earlier. And then I'm gonna go ahead and hit continue here. So here's like the full summary. Of course, I have certain things blocked off, so for my own protection. But so that's mine. I'm placing the order. I have 10 shares in this art piece now. I'm gonna have everything here signed. And if I scroll down, I can hit the check mark up here before reading. But I'm gonna go ahead and read a little bit of it. So if I go here, it says notice to investors. Some of the information pieces here. Just like most investing, there's a lot of little things here. Lots and lots. I did do quite a bit of research with this company prior. Like I said, I have that other video where I kind of go into some more details of like the fees and the costs to have everything. But for me, like I said, testing this out, trying to get an idea of what this is going to be like in comparison to regular investing, I think will be really interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and hit continue here. And then it's just verifying my identification. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in my information and then go to the next spot because, of course. All right, so just like a typical investing account, I do have to answer these right over here. So I'm just going to answer these questions right here. Are you an accredited investor? That's an optional question. So I'm going to go ahead and hit continue here. Go through that process. And it says you are almost done reviewing the amount that I'm going to be investing in. It's going to be 10 shares is what I'm buying into it so far. And if I can go ahead and hit complete purchase. So investor tax documents. In order to comply with the IRS and Treasury regulations, we will autocomplete and fill a tax form using your information. In addition, you may provide the optional fields below if they apply. Nothing exempt. So I continue there. Boom. All of a sudden it says, congratulations, your payment may take 3 to 5 business days to complete. Once it's complete, your receipt will be sent via email. Your investment details will also be accessible in your account settings once the investment process is complete. And boom, there we go. So now I can go in and tell people that I invest in art, which is pretty cool. And so I'm excited to keep testing this out, give you guys some feedback as I continue to learn this. But again, if you're interested in trying this out as well, check out the link in the show notes down below. So hopefully if you try it out as well, you get excited about investing in art and diversifying your portfolio that much more. But as I mentioned, I made a video going into detail on Masterworks and how it all is put together. Check out my video right over here so you guys can jump right to it and learn more about Masterworks.